Sappheiros. So chat. Just got a Hina update. There's a Hina update. Ooh, I bet that's Shizuha. What's that? The audio is at 5%. Correct. Now it isn't. So chat. I'm a high level. I'm level 96. And Aku is level 97. And there's a perfectly good reason for that. It happened by accident. You know why? I'll show you why. Because I went here and I went to Library D. I went to Library D and I ran into Susanoo and I beat him up and he died. And there was a lot of enemies like that actually that I beat up and stole their stuff. And there's one in particular that I need to show you who I beat up a lot because it's very important that you know. Also, I'd just like to say, this thing right here, my god, it does not like to use Comet. I fought so goddamn many of them, and they just never wanted to use Comet. Until finally one of them used Comet. And I was like, oh, Q. And then I learned Comet. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for this. The Yukari Emperor. This asshole. So, he's got a lot of EXP, as you see. And he's also located in a level that I've never heard of. I've killed 17 of them, as you can see, because I was trying to get the Platinum Jewel. Now here's the thing, chat. I was also using Byakuren. And Byakuren, her last word can triple EXP and triple item drop rate. So, I got a lot of EXP. Yep. Anyway, here's Yakuri. This is Yakuri. Mysterious creatures can't take it easy. And this is Yakuri's sisters. These fake Yakuri sisters always get along. They can't take it easy. Yakuri that got separated from their group. They're starting to melt, so they can't take it easy. Yakuri King. Giant Yakuri. You can't farm them easy. So here's a cool bug fact about this creature, chat. It has Sacrifice Bomb. So it blows itself up and gives you EXP for it, which is really cool. Except it's not when you're trying to kill it with Aku, because Aku has to land a finishing blow. Anyway, I killed it with Aku. So, I did my job. And here's Rainbow Emperor. This thing was cool. Look at its attack stat. It hit me for 400 damage, and I was like, ah. Fake Yukari fused with giant jewels. You'll feel a miserable disappointment for their EXP value. They're 1 EXP. And they drop some weird material. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So, we're here. Story has an eyeball, just in case you were wondering what's going on with that. And Lidl has, she has a hickory stick. That's her weapon. It's her weapon of choice, my weapon of choice. And I think that's about it. I got everything else. And also, where is he? Where is he? Show up, damn it. Come on. This guy. I beat this guy up. He died. I don't know. He used his Omega funny move, and it didn't do that much. Which, by the way, Satori can do it too now. It's just a very strong move, and it just kept doing it. But I didn't take that much from it, so Lidl's really stupid, because I didn't really pay attention, but Lidl has Lidl has built-in Divine Shield at 50%, so she kind of just like stood in front of Susanoo and took all of his attacks with healing and slowly killed him. And I ripped his arm off. So I took his arm. I don't know what I'm supposed to use it for, but I got his arm. Anyway, that's what I was doing. Oh, also I have I've also cashed out on our good friend Corden here. So I have every weapon except that one because I used it to make that one. I got all the weapons, I got all the shields, I got all the armors, and I got all the accessories. I'm done. Fuck you. Job's done. And it's cool because one of them is Divine Shield. Which one is it? I think it's Galaxy Curtain. Yeah, 40% Divine Shield. Pretty stupid, huh? 30% Divine Shield. Unkillable assholes. Alright. Anyway, I gotta go take the Sunflower quest. Or the Moenzica quest. The dungeon closed up on me when I left it. Yeah, so the Great Library, that dungeon closes unless you have the quest active. So it's not there. But you can just take the rematch quest at any point and you're fine. Alright. Alright. Most things in this game don't stack. They just kind of take the highest into account, right? Alright, I did everything here, so let's go this way first. Let's make some progress! Wow! Wait, I just remembered. I need Ayaya, and I need Akyun. Alright, that thing's dead. Zombie High Tengu. Okay. Alright, no problem. Story has this as well. I figured I was trying to get what do you call it? I was trying to get the wizard to not be able to use magic because that thing runs through its MP super fast if you let it. But I couldn't silence it. Well, that thing's petrified now, so now Aki can beat the shit out of it. There you go. Yeah, I may have jumped the gun with the level uncapped guy, maybe just a little bit. But, well, I was getting stuff. It's not like I was grinding for the sake of levels. I was grinding for the things in the game. Oh. And as a result, here we are. Here we are. Now, if this makes the rest of the game easy, I don't actually care. I'm be real with ya. Because I put in the time, I've earned the ability to run through this game and steamroll it. And if I can steamroll it, great. Because at that point, I've gotten everything I want out of the game. This is all I need. I think it's a good, it's definitely high time to wrap this game up. I've been playing it for a long fucking time. Like, you see? Very long time. Thank you, Chimera. Oh, sorry, that's just Yo-Yo. I was like, that's a name I don't recognize, and it said 45 months. Alright. Adamantite shard. Wow, I do not need that. I do not need that at all. Anyway, Satori can now shoot eye lasers. It's pretty cool, you should check it out. Thank you for the raid, Christian. Ah! Alright, the demon asshole was not very great. He took a long time, but thankfully the team that I built. The problem I had with him was I didn't bring Reimu, but he doesn't use the heal move unless Light's Lamp Power is super high. But he just kept pumping Dark Lamp Power. Like, he did it so many times, I could never get it back down. But I just had Byakuren apply Light to, like, Moko and Yomu. Because, actually, chat, characters were learning skills that they didn't tell me about. So, Yomu actually learned a skill. Increase your exorcism and physical. What? When did you learn that? You didn't. Oh, she didn't tell me. She didn't tell me. Why wouldn't she tell me? Oh, because it's Deva Realm, that's why. Actually, no, that's not what I was talking about. It was Mind Made Clear. No, what was it? Total Harmony. Total Harmony stance. It enters a stance that lets you use skills from every stance. So, I don't know if that means you get all the benefits of it, or if it just unlocks the skill usage. I'd assume it gives the same benefits as all of them combined, but I don't know. It costs 30 MP. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. Anyway, what did I have on there? Oh, I had one against many. Okay. So yeah, she just kind of had that, and I was like, what? So Patchy started learning super strong Danmaku, and some characters I just haven't used since the uncap anyway. Chameleon Camouflage. I don't remember what any of that shit is. Alright, back to the game. Okay. Well, what's the point of using all the skills? Because you only have 6 slots anyway. You might as well take the benefits of the stance and, you know, not spread yourself super thin. But that's just my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot. These things. These fucking horrifying creatures. The rapier is kind of nice. And it has natural increased chance of petrification on it, and it can hit twice. And I believe the way multi-hits work is that each hit can inflict it. These guys drop shards for adamant type, when I can just go beat up a plant. But I don't actually need any right now. To be honest, I think a character like Satori should be allowed at least 8 skills. Satori's whole gimmick is learning a bunch of skills from enemies, and she can only equip 6 of them at a time. Whereas some enemies are running around with 12 different moves they can hit you with. Satori should be allowed at least some extra skills. That's the whole point. I got the shard drop. I don't even use all my goddamn skills. It's just like, you can get Satori to do a lot of different things, but you can't spread her super thin. But at the same time, it's like, there's a limit. There's an annoying limit. I don't want a limit. Get the limit out of here. Didn't Final Fantasy IX, or maybe it was, I don't remember which one it was, but didn't they just like have access to every fucking magic like in the game? Like when you open their magic menu, it's just a massive scroll like of text that's just like every single fucking skill you learned. And like a million question marks or something. Or is that like an index and not actually in battle? Give Story the brain hurty. God damn it. Thank you, Aya. Alright, I'm gonna kick your ass. Kill. Okay. I actually didn't think that would kill. I'm looking to clean out all the chests and stuff like that. I don't imagine this area is super big, but also when I get to the boss, it's gonna be another one of those. Oh yeah, these little guys. When I get to the boss, it's probably gonna be another one of those lovely instances. We'll call it that. Where the game wants me to use Reimu, and I vehemently refuse to use Reimu. That's me. I love Reimu, just not really in this game. No damage. No damage. Moko is the greatest character in this game. She's so good. She does everything I would ever want her to do. Like, she just punches. That's it. That's all she does, and that's all I need her to do. She's so not complicated that it's so refreshing. There's no effort I have to put into speccing her. I just have to make sure she punches really hard. By the way, I hit the damage cap on the diamond guy. Pretty sure it's 5 9s. Well, I hit him with a water-charged, attack-boosted Fujiyama Volcano, and it crit, and it did 99999. I did not get an achievement for it like I thought I would. But, well, I did it, so. You don't have to have Reimu as the pro tag and Devil or Decline. Well, it's not that I hate Reimu, it's that I don't think Reimu is very useful in a lot of places, that's all. She has an interesting niche, but she's not very strong, so her offensive role kind of sucks. Her support role is good, but it's kind of like specific. You can't just spam it like other ones. She doesn't really buff others. She just kind of does one-time like damage negation on one target. You know, one single target that's randomly selected in battle. And then she kind of fucks with light a little bit, I guess, maybe? She's just not strong enough to, like, really warrant keeping there. At least the other weaker characters have great, like, move pools. Satori is great support. She can do whatever you really want. Byakunin is amazing support because her buffs are, like, ridiculous. Sanaya's good general support because her buffs are strong enough, but I don't really think her buffs are that amazing for offense-related stuff. Her buffs are more for when you have to deal with something like a flare. Because flares fucking suck. But putting res up just kind of gets through them pretty cleanly. Stuff like that. But my issue with Sanaya is that I don't really know what to do with her when she's done buffing. And she gets done fast because all of her stuff's AoE, but then sometimes you can't really put all the buffs you want on because they start overwriting things, and you can't control that. Byakunin is single target with strong buffs, so she always has something to do, which makes her very like important to keep alive the whole way through. But applying elements to stuff, applying like element resistance to stuff, I don't really apply debuffs too much though, just because I find it's easier to spec up myself than to spec down the opponent, because so many goddamn things in this game just randomly have a million res and you can't actually do that to them, and it's quite fun. That said, I did hit the demon dude with brittle, and it did actually make a huge impact on the amount of damage I started doing. But I don't want to fight that thing again. I don't really like it. I think it's just kind of stupid because it just starts doing Monka Giga Flare, and you just have to be able to eat it or suffer. And I suffered a lot. But like it doesn't only do it, but it seems to prioritize doing it, and it always gets 2 attacks. One of the big issues I think I take with this game is that you have no boss information at all until you beat the boss. So it's like you just don't know what works at all. You have to test things, but sometimes things do work, but it's not guaranteed. But then you check it after the fact. It's like, oh, actually this boss is weak to that. And it's like, you wouldn't have known that unless you checked it or something. Like, the final fight, for example, when you kill the familiars that they summon, they get logged in your book, and it's great, because you now know how to deal with them. But for the actual fight, if you have to reset the fight, you don't get to log them. So it's like you don't get information. I don't like when the game withholds informations until you kill it once. And the only skill I can think of that lets you get informations is Satori's Examine skill, which I think just tells you its HP in the blue text up there and doesn't actually apply it into the Chronicle in the slightest. I used it once because I thought it would count as like getting the information without killing it, but it was the most useless information it could have given me. I don't fucking care how much HP it has left. What, do you think I'm just gonna calculate that? Oh, it's got 9,000 HP. Great. Fantastic. What are its resistances? Why does nothing in this game tell you what is like a good ailment against it? I can't tell what's vulnerable to any ailment at all unless I go on like the old-ass wiki page that only has information from the previous version. And it's like, yeah, this thing is resistant to this ailment, and it like marks it with a fucking star or a circle or a triangle. Why is that not in the game? Why is that on a separate wiki page that isn't even fully like updated at this point in time? How are you supposed to know that Suako is immune or like weak to being turned to stone? How are you supposed to tell that Kaneko is weak to instant death? Unless you just randomly decided to try ailments that have no business working on bosses and finding they work on a boss. That's so silly. I don't have in-depth information. It's the in-depth information that's lacking. But I've seen everything in the game. I have like all the items and stuff like that. Like I've done my part mostly in terms of like footage, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know, did I not kill you? Alright. Yomo just attacking Kaneko is the most likely. You know what? That makes sense. Accidentally killing Kaneko like that would be kind of funny. But the only way you're hitting Suako with Petrify is if you have story on your team. And you're running that gank stuff. But Satori is a fucking... Look, I'm gonna be real with you. She's a goddamn nightmare. All she does is stand there, get hit, and die. She learns cool skills she'll never use, and then she lies on the floor and it becomes a 4v whatever. Oh yeah, this thing. I actually found this thing already, chat. This isn't the first time I saw it. I came here before to get the shield drop from the tiger, and I ran into this guy. So, this isn't new to me. But that's what she did. I get experimentation, and experimentation is a fine thing, but there's a lot in this game. Elements, varieties, permanence, and just trying every single thing on a boss to see what sticks can be rough. Especially when it's not necessarily guaranteed, but you don't really try multiple times, you know? Like if you tried a stat down and it didn't work, you'd probably try one more time, and then you'd probably just give up and try a different ailment. Because you can't sit there and triple test every single ailment in the game. And if you just got unlucky and rolled bad on the best debuff you could get on them, and you're just gonna assume that they're not vulnerable to that because you got unlucky. Yeah, if it just straight up said immune, that would be perfect. I'm pretty sure Persona does that. I seem to recall Persona doing that, where it says things are immune. Pokemon also is good. Pokemon lets you know if something just doesn't work. Although, not in Gen 1. In Gen 1 Pokemon, if moves missed, it would say it didn't affect them. That was misleading when I was a child. That's for sure. But if a move failed, a move failed. If a move had no effect, it means type immunity. Super effective, not very effective, you know. There was text to indicate why something didn't work, and it kind of specified how or why it didn't work. Gen 1 was also, yes, buggy with dual types, I know. God, Mantis. It was buggy with dual types because it wouldn't take both types into account. It didn't take both types into account, so it would say like super effective if it's neutral, or not very effective if it's neutral. It's kind of weird. Oh, not that. Slash the Mantis. Try and petrify it. If you do 0 damage to something in Gen 1, it says it missed. Yep. I did know that, actually. Gen 1 actually had moves that didn't do damage. It's like, you know the You know how when you throw Pokeballs at things, it's like a lot of times, like on Legendary specifically, it'll say you missed the Pokemon? That's actually Gen 1's version of just no shakes. It just straight up misses the Pokemon. Oh, interesting move. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure the ball will miss unless it's a minimum of 2 shakes. But that's such an obnoxious thing. Oh, you missed the Pokemon. Like, that just made it seem like the ball wasn't even attempting to roll for, like, capture checks. Sometimes I worry that Moko's gonna get hit and counter and ruin all of my progress. Poison Sting was a pretty general one for that. Like, you know, you just... Like, after a while... Tobon Kitty. Okay. Why not? Like, when you used weak moves in Gen 1, they just miss, which is kind of funny. But in Gen 2, they made it so everything is guaranteed to do at least 1 damage minimum. If it hits them. Which means Pokemon... That's why the Fear strat works, chat. Fear... Fear could work because level 1 Pokemon could deal a minimum of 1 damage. So, they did. I always thought that strategy was hilarious. But I'm sure it feels really bad when you get hit by it. But sometimes you gotta learn the hard way, you know? I'm gonna punch the shit out of that one in the back. That's what I'm gonna do. Ah, sure. Earthshaker. Gen 1 is very funny, though. As goofy and nonsensical as Gen 1 is, it is a funny game. I still enjoy playing it every now and again. There's also tons of, like, ROM hacks for it. Wow, that did 16. Dude, I'm telling you, Lidl is actually unkillable. Like, not even worrying about the Divine Shield, her raw, like, physical defense is still pretty fucking high. 388. Okay, Moko's puts it to goddamn shame, but... it's fine. Give her the armor that gives, this is her, like, specific armor. It resists all elements naturally. But, like, she also has this. I don't even know what's going on here. This thing has Exorcism and Petrification. I don't really need these, but I don't take them off either. Moko Moko also has like 99 strength and 94 vitality. That's, yes. I know, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault she's this good, alright? I'm just making use of what the game gave me. I was only grinding for drops and material. I was never grinding solely for EXP. Just putting that out there. All of my grinding came specifically for that. And Moko was really good at clearing wild fights really fast. So she stayed in the front of the team all the time. Anyway, chat, speaking of Pokemon, has there been any update on the Puppet Dance performance mod yet? We're getting close to September, and I know the mod has been close to completion for a while, but like I want to be ready for it, but right now I'm really not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I think I got one more part of Pocket Dance, or Pocket Wars to play. I got the Suwako and Patchy game from the last one. I got the Seika game. I got the Rumia game. I got Elden Ring. I got Pokemon XD. I got this. I got Touhou 19. You see what I've done? I knew this would happen. I fucking knew it would happen. But I did it anyway. I made my bed, and now I will die in it. So, I will pick away at things, don't worry. But September's coming up, chat. And get this. This is kind of interesting. I didn't forget Pikmin. Pikmin forgot me. That game was torture. I might go back to it, but not right now. Torture. Anyway, chat, turns out about 3 or 4 days ago now, I don't remember, there was actually an update to Mario Galaxy Kaizo. And I have that set up to play on controller. So, I could play that. But, that's quite a hard thing to play. Iron Drain. You killed her! Oh yeah, she got 1 million vaulted. Damn, she's got no lives. Oh well. I don't really have, like, sub incentives, but there's Mario Galaxy Kaizo. I did the LOL-K pattern randomizer. The Shrine Maiden 2. There's Bashi. Oh, Jesus. Bashi's not happening, though. That's too high. That's too high. No human could afford it. There's also a new Chaos Mario. What the hell are you? Mental Flare Lord. I am gonna fucking kill you. I can't kill you. Shit. Oh, this is gonna be obnoxious. Alright, well, stab him. Super Marissa World is unplayable. Because whenever I capture it, it lags, like, really badly. It's, like, unplayably laggy for some reason, and it only does that when it's being captured, and I don't know why. Oh, I was gonna say, that shouldn't kill, but now it will. Oh, never mind, we're good. Okay. It's weak to stab, at least. Nice. There you go, Ak, you got it. Okay. I tried it before, and yeah, I tried it. The weird thing is I tried it with every type of capture. Window, game, and display, but for whatever reason, whenever anything was capturing that game, it caused it to lag. And it was, like, noticeably laggy. That's the weird part about it. But, like, it didn't do that when I wasn't capturing it, and it kind of just made the whole thing unplayable. So I just can't play it. I still have it, I just don't know what caused that problem or how to fix it. Maybe it does work and my computer was just fucked, because I did try it after, trying Yo-Yo, or the Momiji game. And the Momiji game was like, that game was super laggy, but that was just because that wasn't my fault. I thought it was my fault, but it wasn't. That game just is poorly optimized. I don't know. We have to try and find out, but as far as I could tell, it just did not work. And I had to shelf the idea entirely. Churno month with money. Oh yeah, I'll take your $9, sure. Start a $9 train. Send it my way. You cannot actually send me money. You'd have to give tier 2 sub, which I think is $9.99. So you would be able to do, you know, if you just did tier 2 subs, it would be the funny number. But you gotta, actually, because it'd be a sale price, it wouldn't be the funny number anymore. Because it would be cheaper. So you have to give $9.99 right now to be funny. There's no exceptions. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I gotta kill the Flayer because he is certified asshole. He's dead. I can try it again at some point, but it didn't work then, and I don't know why. And I haven't tried it since. Higher tier has better revenue split for the streamer, I believe. But $25 a month is kind of ridiculous. The incentives for doing so are not very good, like on Twitch's side. So it's more so on the streamer to incentivize it, but I don't have anything for that, so there's no reason for me to like do it. They give you like 5 emote slots specifically for it kind of deal. Because Twitch doesn't really make a bigger profit off of that, so they probably don't give as much as a fuck. Tier 2 is $7.99 for me, unlucky streamer. Well, that's okay, because I'm sure Tier 3 will be $19.99 in September. And that's basically $9.99, right? Just with a little 1 in it, that's all. You know, that's pretty good. I don't know, I just don't think the benefits for higher tier subs are, like, super good. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we got a red dragon. Well, motherfucker almost died. Yeah, this is about what I expected to happen. It's alright, story's got it. And now I leave it to Akiu's capable hands. Lily Black is tier 2 because if you want Lily, you want Lily White, and Lily White is tier 1. Lily Black is just for Lily Black enthusiasts. That's all. That thing really okay, actually it only hit Akiu. Let's play this safe. Alright, do your thing. It'll die eventually. Why are you attacking her? That's fine. Good crit. Don't need it. Almost there. Nah, she's got it. That's okay. I only did 700. Akiu is not a sickly girl. No, siree. She is not a sickly girl. Holy shit, she's jacked. Wait a minute. She's so powerful. Where did all that power come from? I know where it came from. It came from me writing things down in my book. Spell bad variety, HP recovery. Oh yeah, I have Mana Flare, by the way, the magic equivalent of Hyper Weapon. Not that I ever need to use it because Hyper Weapon is stupid. Okay. Get me out of here. I need that Mantis at his drop. Fingor just doesn't feel right if it doesn't flash a red screen, you know what I mean? Like, when you do Fingor and it hits, it's like, okay. But when you get that red screen, it feels like it was actually a proper Fingor. I don't even remember if higher tier emotes were like really a thing when I started, to be honest with you. Twitch changes a lot of things around. I can't keep track of what was and what it wasn't because you get so used to it being there, you just kind of assume it's always been there. Speaking of that, chat, did you know that you can do hype chats in Twitch? I bet you didn't. Or maybe you did. I don't know. It's just like YouTube, where you can pay money to have a message and who's this guy? Forcibly pin it to the top of the stream. Because you know, you paid for it. You earned it. You earned it, champ. I'm gonna petrify him. The evos were added at the same time as the tiers. I generally don't remember, so don't worry about me. I don't see the lightning bolt icon at the top of my chat, but I see it in other people's chats. But, like, it's not really used by anyone. Because, like, the message doesn't even really stay up there. It's just kind of like in a dock. It's also not very good. Because I'm pretty sure most of the profit goes to Twitch anyway. So why bother? When you can just, like, most streamers you can just donate directly to, you know? Well, there you go. See, that's £1. Thank you, Red, for the £1. Look at that. Does everybody see it? Does everybody in chat see it? Look at it! Look at it! And now it's up there. Incredible, isn't it? That's right. That could be you. And all you need is $1. Any particular reason the Oni type enemies are weak to stab? It's a weird thing I've noticed about them. Alright. Well, there you go. You did it. Another shard. Why you wouldn't just use channel point highlight? Well, it's probably because I could change the channel point highlights to cost $1 more billion. And then what? You know, like then what? What happens then? Can't do anything to stop that, can ya? This move sucks. Never hits multiple times. Poke him to death. It hit multiple times. Well. Yeah, it's more about competing for, like, streamer chats that are, like, so astronomically fast that it's, like, pointless to even try, to be honest with you. I don't know why you're even bothering. But it's not used very often from what I've seen. And it tends to get ignored completely, so it's not like... there's no alerts for it, you know? Streamers don't run alerts for that kind of thing. So if you want streamers to notice you, you have to donate directly, get the notification up on the screen so they cannot ignore it. That kind of thing. But I don't have those. Oh no, I've seen streams where people just randomly drop large sums of money with no, like, real message at all. And it makes me wonder where they're getting that money. And if it's gonna get charged back, because you can do that. You can do that, by the way. You can just get a chargeback on things. So all the money you spent in the stream will just go back to you. And then it was like it never happened. And that has happened to streamers, for sure. That's why streamers are often suspicious of people who just, like, randomly drop fucking hundreds of dollars on them for no real, like, reason. Because, like, they can just take it back. Oh, why are you here? No, I hate you. I'm not fighting you. I'll do this. You know what? Get the fingerboard in there. There's a specific refund reason. I don't know, I've never done it. But they can try, they can try it. And it has happened. I think they just like, I don't know. Maybe they claim it was like somebody used their car without permission or something like that. I have no idea what exactly goes into it, but I know that charging back things like that is possible. So, spent $1 for 30 seconds. That is not worth it. One bit does not get anything, though. 1 bit is equivalent to 1 penny. Pennies aren't even a real currency anymore. They're unaccepted. This guy's got mom's knife. Very clean. Very nice. Not sure what he's wearing, though. Kind of weird. I don't think you can refund bits. You can only refund direct donations. Because that's your money. But when, like, Twitch takes a cut from subs and bits and stuff like that, so I don't think you can do that as easily as a donation. For the donation, you're not paying for a service, right? You're not paying for a service on that. Another shard. From what I understand, if you live in US, you can watch ads to earn bits like that, but like you can't do that anywhere else in the world. I'm gonna punch it. Not anymore. Why not? That's gone. That's crazy. I remember when Kick was like getting up there. When Kick was getting up there, Twitch rolled out a new revenue sharing feature. Well, not a new feature, but they revamped how revenue split works with their creators. And they essentially just like upped the amount of money that the people who make very large amounts of money on Twitch already. They made it better for them. And they did absolutely nothing for anyone smaller than ones making that. So it's like, okay. It was a desperate gamble. And this was after they did that whole fiasco about you cannot run like you can't run promotional advertisements of any kind on your stream unless it's like Twitch integrated. That one blew up in their face. There's just no real competition that sticks around long enough for Twitch to have to really, like, truly change anything, you know? The dragon's back. Oh, I like those odds. I very much like those odds. Alright, I'm gonna kick your ass. Damn. It clawed me and scorched, and then it inhaled. Well, now it's dead. How about that? It gave me nothing. How about that? There's nothing down here. Ain't that just grand? This is all for a bonus chest. Oh, this is gonna be so worth it. That's not, though. That's not. I'm not even sure what the state of Kick is right now. It came out, it poached it. Well, I say poached. It poached a bunch of streamers, and it's like, yeah, we're awesome. And I guess their backing is like gambling orientated or something like that. I don't know. It was something people didn't like, but I guess we're willing to look the other way for. I-beam. No crit, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to double tap it. Before that, it was Mixer, right? Mixer happened. Facebook gaming happened. They never really stick around for very long. YouTube is like slowly clawing their way up there in streaming notoriety. But even then, it's like still, Twitch is still kind of top of the food chain. A single eyeball, cool. Twitch is still kind of top of the food chain. You kind of see it in video games as well. Like, certain games dominate a genre, so any game that comes out that's like it never actually, like, it's unable to thrive. It's unable to thrive to the same success, and it falls out of favor after a little bit of time. I don't need that. It falls out of favor after a certain amount of time, and then everybody's back to the game that they were so sure it was going to kill. Happens with Smash. Every platform fighter with Smash, it happens to. Any, like, turn-based animal RPG, Pokemon killer. Dead by Daylight's another one as well now. The asymmetrical killer game. Any asymmetrical game like that now is, I mean, it's compared to Dead by Daylight. It doesn't survive longer than Dead by Daylight. And to be fair to Dead by Daylight, it does continue to expand its content with new and crazy things, so it keeps itself alive and fresh and interesting. It's not just like sitting there. It's like we're not allowed to have two successful games of the same genre. But like, whose fault is it, right? It's... whose fault is that? It's so weird. Sometimes it works out. Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley come to mind. But I guess Harvest Moon's not really the same anymore. And Stardew Valley, I think, is more or less taken over. You could say Minecraft and Terraria, but they're not really the same. They're similar. But... oh, nice. I got it. Tombo Kiri. They're similar, but it's not quite the same. Okay. A lot of games try too hard to copy everything and the differences end up buried. Yeah. Yeah. I can agree to that. Oh yeah, the Mudmen. I think what it comes down to is people aren't really like... a lot of people rather just stick with what's like popular. So there's not a lot of people willing to jump ship to a new thing. And the result is some people try out the new game, but then they eventually go back to the other game because, well, that's where all the people playing are. Oh, they're gonna die to poison, but it's okay. That is so much damage. Oh my Jesus. Hang in there, story. Hang in there. Stardew Valley is a very good game for what I hear, but I've never played it. It's like huge farming sim game for sure though. Harvest Moon still exists, it's just called Story of Seasons. Alright, now we're entering funny territory. Good job, Moko. Moving things along nicely. What? That was weird. She died to poison, but revived on the same turn, so she just kind of cured her poison. A lot of the Left 4 Dead likes are able to coexist because they're very different. Well, I don't really know the other Left 4 Dead likes. Speaking of which, chat, there was actually an update to that game recently. Like, That game updated, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, I'm sure it's a substantial update. It's not, but it actually adjusted some things, and the biggest thing I saw that it updated was it made it so the tank cannot spawn in Dead Center 1 before the survivors get off the elevator. They actually fixed that tank. So there's no longer a tank standing outside the fucking door in Dead Center 1. Omega funny. Now at like the latest it can show up at like the banquet hall, I think. So you have to kind of be able to walk into you have to be able to walk into the damn thing. But other than that, there was like a couple like stuck spots and whatnot for different maps. I didn't pay too much attention to it because it ultimately didn't matter. They weren't as like important. They made Left 4 Dead 1 Versus more faithful. Yeah. They actually put like ragdoll physics on the survivors. Because there's no defibs in that game. They also changed the way Death's Door works, but I don't know if it applies to the Versus mode. But they made it so defibs give 1 permanent health and 99 temp health when used. But I don't know if that applies to the Versus version, because I think the Versus version's a mutation, so they don't touch that. But I wouldn't want to play Left 4 Dead 1 Versus, because Left 4 Dead 1 Versus is Hunter, Smoker, and Boomer. And that's... I don't know, man. That's just not as fun. That's not as fun to me as the Charger. The Charger is... He makes me enjoy life. When I hit people, anyway. Oh. Hello, large lad. You're not going nowhere. You're in my ring now. Oh, that's what I thought, bitch. Chargers are hilarious because they're simultaneously the most frustrated and most fun thing in the game. Because you love when you kill somebody with them, but you don't love when somebody's killed by them. That's for sure. They're very unbalanced on certain maps because of the way they can just kill somebody, but I also think they're fucking hilarious. So if somebody gets charged, it's just funny to me. You got slapped. Slappa, baby. Slappa. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. I got that guy's weapon. There we go. The maps are... You want maps to be... I think maps are more fun when they're infected orientated. I think they're more fun that way. That doesn't mean every single turn has to be a charger spot, because some versus maps definitely like to do that. But playing versus should be more fun for the team playing infected side. You know what I mean? Not to say you can't enjoy the survivor side, but if it's more fun for the survivor side, then it's just not fun as infected. And you'd rather people enjoy playing as the infected. But maybe that's just my opinion. I think it's the correct opinion. Personally. Some games end up feeling like it monopolizes genre with the game series only one that's kind of existed for a long while. Some people don't like monopolies. No. Oh, I can't go down that. Or I can't go up that. Well, if that were true, though, then people would always flock to the new games instead of returning to the old ones. But that's not what happens. COD's an interesting one, because COD always introduces a new game that's not really new at all. But that one, you know, they just keep doing that yearly, and it constantly advances, so you always have to buy the new one. It's the same game at the end of the day, though. The sports games are similar as well. They add stuff. Sometimes. They do add stuff, I guess, but those ones are... Oh. Those ones are kind of like you know, they continue to thrive because they make new ones. Instead of, it's not necessarily like, maybe it's not really the same. It's not really the same because it's just like the same company, same series kind of deal. But you gotta stay fresh, you know? So some people think, okay, I get what you mean, yeah. The mentality. I don't know, some people are really jaded about weird things. Like, really jaded about weird things. Yo, we got a new Mario game coming out soon. It's gonna be awesome. No, it isn't. What makes you think that? No, it isn't. Oh, okay. I guess it isn't. Sorry, Mario. That's it. It's the end of your rope, dog. You'll never have a good game again, not in this house. Man, we are cruising. Absolutely cruising. Smash killers never survive. Because all the content creators, they juice the fuck out of them, and then when the numbers start declining, they go back to Smash because that's how it always is. That's how it's always gonna be. Double petrification, insane. Imagine getting stabbed and turning to stone. That's gotta suck, but at least it plugs the wound. Why is this thing not weak to stab? It's resistant to stab. How strange. How very, very strange. Alright, well, I'm not going down that way yet. I'm gonna go down this way. Well, that looks silly, didn't it? You can't stab a skeleton. In that case, it should be weak to bash, though. Or strike damage. Damage is damage. You know what I'm gonna do on the 9th of September? Nothing. I'm gonna patchy sit. Actually, what day is the 9th of September? Is that a Saturday or a Sunday? Pretty sure it's Saturday. Oh, it is a Saturday. There's a problem. Robot permanence. There's a small problem, chat. I don't have Cherno games to play this year that I know of. I played a bunch last year, but I don't know how many more there are. I think I kind of stretched the imagination on what ones counted in the last year. So I don't know. That said, chat, I am interested in going back to Touhou now, though. Well, I had Ferdy help me with art practice. He ended up showing, like, we started talking about Yume Nikki, and he showed me that like the Touhou online thing. So the Touhou online actually has a ton of like convenience features to it for like finding stuff. It even tells you how to like get the wallpapers and all that. Like all kinds of super convenient stuff like that. Oh, whoops, wrong target. So I kind of want to revisit it. And just kind of like look for wallpapers, you know? Just kind of follow the guide, find the wallpapers, see all the worlds. Because the game has updated significantly since I last played it, for sure. I think I played the Kezan games. I know they're on Steam now. I believe the first one did not work, and the second one threw me in the game. I could barely understand it, and I did not enjoy my time, so I backed out like really fast. But I don't know of any other like Cherno games. I played Intelligent Fool. That was a neat little puzzle game. I like that one. Oh man, I hope I can get back up there. I'm in J2. Oh, fuck this. What is this naming sequence? This area sucks. Get out of here, you rat bastard. Stage 2 for Mystery Reel. Was that the game with the Kozuzu boss fight? Where she was like a samurai? I think Cherno, Hero of Ice Fairy is updating soon. I think the dev is updating that soon. I want to play more of that. That game was really fun. Damn it. The crit saves so much time. Holy shit, I paralyzed it. Okay. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Hero of Ice Fairy was the... Oh, it definitely had a clown piece, alright. It was a good one, though. Had Yomu and Sika and someone else. Who was that someone else? 9 hours of Lost Branch. That's certainly something I could do, a Lost Branch run with Cherno, but like, that's not really anything, you know. Like, I wait. Oh shit, I know where I am. I'm back here. Oh, that's the asshole who drops, elemental spears. Okay. I'll find my way through it. Yeah, he has blind as a counter option. I've exhausted all of my Churbo-related gaming. Alright, that old man has gotta go. Touhou 3D Dungeon? I think I heard of that. I'm pretty sure I heard of that. It's on Steam, right? For like 10 bucks? $10 is a... $10 is a high asking price for something I'm gonna play for like 30 minutes. Hero of Ice Fairy didn't get updated, no, but I do recall the dev saying that they were planning an update soon-ish, like some time ago. I'm not sure what they're adding. They might just be adding the next stage and some more achievements and stuff. Maybe like a challenge room. I do not know, though. It's 3 hours or so. That's pretty significant. Oh no, where am I? I know where I am. I'm back at the start of the goddamn dungeon. That's where I am. I need you to kill me. Send me back home. Okay, I don't like this place very much. Thank God the enemies don't matter to me because I've become excessive in my my pursuit of everything in this game. God damn it. Why are you all alive? Oh my god, which way was progress? I don't even remember. Was it this way? I don't remember. This is D, so, you know. G. G. Why is there nuclear waste in here? I need to figure out where I slid down from. Which... okay. I'm an H again. I'm an H again. Okay, okay. I. Okay, I'm in J2 again. There's a car in there. I slid down something last time. Yeah, to get that chest, so now I don't want to slide down. I want to stay up here. There we go. I wished for that fight to end. Right then and right there. Okay. This is H again. There's nothing at that dead end. Don't fall down that hill. Don't go down that hill either. There's a chest on the other side. So let's go up and around this way. Okay. I got it. I would probably check it out if I could get my hands on it, but I'm just saying, $10 is a lot. It's a lot of money. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta kill it with AQ. Too strong to perceive. Alright, you asshole. They're 44. Oh my Jesus. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I had a feeling this asshole was gonna do this. He only seems to care about Moko though, and Moko is just taking it. Woo! Ah! Alright. That's fine. Because... oh, I can't get her up. Shit. I don't have Raised Dead on anymore. Alright. Guess I'm just gonna kill you then, and worry about this another time. Aki might be better if he was in the back, because Aki can just spam explosion on it, and that'll guarantee hit. A problem for a later day. Okay. That thing's always gonna respawn there. If I have Aki in the back though, I don't have to worry about getting bit for a billion damage. And Moko does not give a shit about getting hit by that thing at all. So. Who did that? Oh, the little one. That's fine. Mad Thunder. I think I prefer it if Satori could actually use more offensive skills better. Well, it's spread a little too thin. That's all. However, her support move pool is quite nice. She definitely excels in that role if you get your hands on some stuff. Getting Leaf Barrier was pretty challenging, but it was worth it. And Starlight Barrier was incredibly worth it. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Where am I going? Only God knows. Hello, God. I just don't want to fight that creature. Yeah, Satori has a bit of an issue. Faster! Faster! This is my own fault for pressing the basic attack button, but you gotta understand, I do not like spending resources, ever. Even when I have the resources to spend, I do not want to spend them. This is why Moko is such a fantastic character. Because I don't have to spend her resources. But if I do spend her resources, she just mega buttload damage. And it's worth it because that's all she needs. She doesn't need mana for support for harder fights. She can actually just hit things. Look at this. I can just hold the A button now. Look at Aya's damage. Poultry damage. Literally poultry damage because she is a chicken. Man, could you imagine a game of this scale again for Touhou? But like, it comes out after 19, so the entirety of the world is open and expansive, and there's a bajillion new characters. This game's already pretty fucking massive with how limited the roster size is. But if you expanded it all, because this game stops at 12, yeah? It feels like it. I don't recall seeing a single character from 13. No hat either. No 3 fairies either. But yeah, an entire game based on everything of Touhou right now. Even like PC98 stuff. God damn. Honestly, I'm surprised this game is as big as it is. That is genuinely impressive, considering, like, this is a fan game. This is just made by some dudes who wanted to make a game. And they made an absolutely fucking massive scale RPG. With, like, a ton of aspects to it. It's honestly impressive. I don't know much of anything about Lambert of Touhou. I probably would never play it, though, because I don't really, like, I don't really dig the genre it is anyway. The turn-based battlers. Like, I played Etrian Odyssey 4. I enjoyed it up to the endgame stuff, and then I just got kind of annoyed, because it really... Call me a casual, but it expected a lot out of me for every individual battle, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I did at least beat the main game, so there's that. So I'm pretty sure Lambert of Touhou is the same, right? You organize a team of 5 and you go and you fight the, Why am I in B? Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's the end. How do you have 60 characters when you only go up to total of 13? That's like... That's not like every character, but like... Brother. What are you fucking recruiting Quack or something? Well, think about it. How many characters even existed between Touhou 6 to Touhou 13? Touhou 6 had Rainbow Marissa. And it had Rumia Daiosei Cheer now, that's 5. Mailing Quackuma Apache, that's 8. Saguya, Remy, and Flan, that's 11. 11 characters in that one. And then like 14 in PCB. Oh yeah, 6 and 7 cover like almost a third of that alone, huh? Characters from written works too. Well, the only written works that were at that time was Silent Center and Blue, and I highly doubt you're getting the Watatskis. Aki's book was out. Kozuzu was not. Pretty sure Kozuzu started her Forbidden Scrollery was... What was that, 2012? I don't remember now. Dying Quack, too hard. Too hard to do. Casson. Wait, if Cat. Oh no, wait. Wildhorn Hermit started 2 years before Forbidden Scrollery. Casson makes sense. Yeah, I don't really. I don't fuck with the genre anymore. But Land with the Touhou 3, you know, that seems pretty cool. Our turn-based RPGs have a tendency to frustrate me when they expect me to play the game, which is an extremely casual thing to say. But it's true. Please do not expect a lot out of me. I am lazy. I will do what I need to when I need to, but I am one lazy motherfucker. And I would prefer not to. But at that point, it's mindless. Like, you want strategy in your battles because it's fun. But, chat, I'll be real with you. I am of the opinion that if every single trainer you fought in Pokemon had, like, an actual, like, team, it would get annoying really fast. Because everything would be just a nuisance. Every little mook would be a fucking nuisance. And I wouldn't want to bother with them, ever. But you'd need to, because they would expect you to do it and get levels so you can fight the actual important guys. Pop. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, we're good. We're good, we're good. Action bars are definitely more player orientated, but I'm really bad at them. I'm terrible at micromanaging AP. Just terrible at it. Healing Nature, like, I thought I was good at it, and then that game was just, it just threw the fucking kitchen sink at me, dude. I just couldn't keep up with it. Because you just gotta know when you got, like, when you have the time to go for it. I just don't. I just don't. And then the enemies would attack me like 3 times, and I just like, I can't keep up with it at all. I imagine the third one will also be a pain in the ass. But you know, it's a popular game. I'm kind of impressed it came to Steam. I think it's like 30 bucks. I have one dungeon crawler game. I got it because I bought a combo. It came with Luna Nights. It came with Luna Nights. I bought like a combo for some reason. I think it was like just a good deal, and it was something else I wanted in there. But it came with that game. It's called like Ramiliadry or something. I don't know. The art looked nice. The art looked nice, but I never played it because, well, I looked at it and it was a dungeon crawler. I was like, all right, goodbye. No, it's not a Metroidvania. It's a dungeon crawler. He inhaled. Well, alright, dog. You do that. You inhale. Bleh. I'll bet I'll waste that one, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, you can do it too. Okay. Well, it actually didn't do that much. Everybody stand up. Why did you go first? I don't know why you'd preface your statement with "this is spoilers" and expect me to read it. Or why you thought that was a good idea to post in any capacity after the first 3 words of that entire paragraph. Good old 0. Nothing beats that. Volko's actually running out of MP. That thing has not dropped its 33% chance drop yet. That's kind of ridiculous. I play Pokemon. I know what Scald's rates are. Oh, these are getting rough. Okay. That I can fuck with. Alright. Alright. It's called a meme. Yes, because it's a really dumb move. It's I think it's 70 base power water move that has a 30% chance of burning. So you just press it and you hope it burned. And 30% doesn't seem like a lot until you play Pokemon and you realize there's a 30% chance your Pokemon becomes useless. So Pokemon would run the move not necessarily for the damage it dealt, but more so because it had a very decent chance to burn things. It wasn't as consistent as Willow, mind you, but, well, it didn't need to be because it still worked. It fucking worked. Lidl, I need you to Muscles. Might be 80 base power. The move got pretty heavily limited. As in, they removed it, and the only Pokemon who can naturally learn it anymore is Volcanion. That is changing, however, with the DLC. It's coming back as a learn move, I think. It's funny because Scald has a 30% chance to burn you, and people are terrified of it. But then, Focus Blast is a 70% chance to hit you, and it's notoriously, like, inaccurate. Doesn't really make any sense, does it? 30% chance I'm sweating. 70% chance of hitting me, I'm not sweating. Like, how does that make sense? It doesn't, but it's exactly how Pokemon goes. I'm going to stab you. Oh no. That's fine, it's just Aya. Oh. Did you know Rock Blast has an 85% chance to hit you? Did you know I just lied? It's actually a 5% chance to hit you. Ain't that some shit? I have never seen a move miss more than Rock Blast in my entire life, and I do not understand why. It's just, it's true though. It's honest to God true. It just doesn't hit, ever. I don't know why. I don't get it. Here's a cool little bug fact, chat. You know that in Generation 1, Rock Throw's accuracy was like 60? Or some dumb shit like that? That shit had a chance to hit you about on par with Hypnosis. You know, a move that puts you to sleep. Oi, oi, oi. I don't think there's a way to check accuracy in Gen 1, like in the game. I'm not even sure how you find that knowledge out. Maybe it's in Stadium or something. I know in Crystal you can like check it, but you have to check it on like a different screen than the status menu. There was a chance at some point in time where Brick could be thrown. If Fling and Brick Piece existed in the same generation. But unfortunately the Brick Piece did not survive. It did not survive. Slam is not a very good move. Slam is a very bad move, in fact. Yet Body Slam exists, and it's one of the best moves in Gen 1. But that's mostly due to the fact that it has a 30% chance to para. But also, Body Slam is decently high power, and it has guaranteed, well, guaranteed in Gen 1. It has perfect accuracy. Slam is less, it's like 75 base power, 85 accuracy, and no bonus, no secondary effect. Now that is what I call cool. That's good. That saves me so much time. You know what's interesting about that attack, chat? It's called Pegasus Meteor Attack, and she fires lasers very similarly to the way Saki does. Now, obviously, it's just a funny coincidence, but I thought that was neat. There is a striking similarity to the way those lasers go to Saki's, and the attack is referred to as Pegasus lasers. Just a neat little thing that I noticed. What does Zun mean by this? It's a Saint Seiya attack. Oh, I see. So maybe they're both references to that specific thing. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Alrighty. Okay, I'm dead. Dude, these encounters suck. Oh! Ay, ay, ay. You know what, IQ? Fucking hyper weapon that shit. hyper weapon that shit. That works. I didn't know Saint Seiya got localized. I've only ever heard the name well into my life as a, you know, a weeb. I watched Dragon Ball Z. Never watched Adult Swim though. I watched Teletoon after dark. They had Grim and Evil on there at like 1 AM. That was hard to watch, but sometimes we like stayed up and watched it. Cause they had the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and that was fine. But Grim and Evil was like the original show, but it got pushed back to a ridiculous time slot. Alright, I think I need to go back to wherever the hell I was, which is down here. Okay. Yeah, it was a Cartoon Network show, but I didn't have Cartoon Network. I had Teletoon. Alright. Click. Alright, we have a boss coming up. You know what that means. It means it's probably weak to light. You know what that means. You know the vibes. Need light mana, okay. Give you that. And we'll give you... We'll give you that. Hits everybody, yep. Okay. Alright, I got light moves. I got light. And I'm sure everybody can resist dark. Yeah, Divine Shield. No. Just got all my dark shit. I'm sure you're fine. You get Divine Shield after all. Alright, Aku and Byaku. Yeah, you have, this. You also have heavily blocked dark. Just give me that for now, would you? I can't use your big shield anyway. Aku needs it. Why does Aku need it? Aku doesn't need it. Byakuda needs it. What am I talking about? Byakuda doesn't need it. What am I talking about? You need it. Why do you need it? What am I talking about? You have Divine Shield. Aku needs it. God damn it. Where is Hades? Ring of Hades. Ring of Hades. Hades amulet, okay. Yeah, this thing's insane. 50% chance. You get Eric's shield because it's bonus damage. You get the Aegis, which is ridiculous as well. Sword Master, it doesn't really matter what you got, you're fine. And this is... it's strong, but... I guess you can take the shield from... Alright. Now watch as this thing isn't dark. That'll be really funny. I would laugh very hard if this next boss was not dark element. Hey now. These must be those sinister thoughts. The grudges we've seen until now are nothing compared to these. Looks like we found the culprit at last. Looks that way. Come on then. Stop acting like you're so high and mighty and just come on out. Foo foo foo. To think you'd reach me this quickly. Perhaps I should have expected as much from the Hakone Shrine Maiden. You're Kageyama Hina! Good day, everyone! The misfortune god Kageyama Hina, but why would you... Wait, misfortune? Don't tell me! It's just as you surmised, Litos Medusa Gorgon. What's going on here? Basically, it appears this is the incident's main phenomenon. The sinister thoughts may be Lady Hina's misfortune. In other words, I don't really get it, but does that mean she's the bad guy? Thank you for the explanation, Rabbit Girl. So what do you think? Did you enjoy the taste of the grudges, regrets, and negative thoughts born of my misfortune? I see. So this was definitely your doing, huh? Looks like we found more than a trail. We got the culprit at the trail's end. I have to say, though, I'm quite surprised. I never thought you'd end up being one behind such a large-scale incident. But regardless, I still have to pay you back for making a mockery of the Scarlet Sisters. Agreed. I'm going to avenge Yamame and Parsi. I'm gonna avenge myself! Allow me to avenge Tay. Hear that? Your ill-willed incident is causing trouble for the residents of Gensokyo. As one of Gensokyo's guardian gods, I'm going to give you the bitter medicine you deserve, Kageyama Hina. Yeah, I can feel such intense hatred from all of you. Very good! These negative thoughts are all the karma of the living covering this world. Go on, try and destroy me along with all within this world. I'm gonna take you up on that, then I'll blow you away with a moment's hesitation. With one of my master sparks, that is. It's time for this ridiculous incident. This ridiculous incident comes to a close. How could a shrine made it? I'll put an end to you. Ha 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 ha! Do you really think you can? Do you really? I'm sure I can manage. You should already be well aware of the answer. Allow me to show you then just how frightening the negative thoughts spiraling through Gensokyo are. So I bet this asshole spams curse, and I'm going to get myself killed. Also, that's a crazy ass sprite. What is going on there? Double your formation bonus for the turn? Whatever, I'll just hit her really fucking hard. Alright. What if she's not weak to light? I didn't even consider the possibility that she's weak to... Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, aren't we? And just stab her. That's doing a little more than it should. Okay, she's a fourth of the way dead. I scorched her. She couldn't attack. Alright then. Maybe I should have tested it. Whatever. Alright. She is not weak to light. Okay. Grudge Mirror. Reflect physical attacks, nullify match. Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. We'll just wait. We'll just wait, dude. I can just wait all day. Oh! Ouchie! I don't know what she just did, but it nearly killed me. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I don't have the spell on you. Oh, that's fine. It's honestly not even that big of a deal. Let's just get the boys ready. That's gonna get reflected, I think. Oh, Centauri! Why? I knew Curse was gonna be in this fight. I knew it. Okay, I hope this works the way I hope it does. Oh, what? It didn't work the way it was supposed to at all. I need Moko's last word. I got 2 more turns of this I have to endure. Alright. I don't think she's really hitting me with big attacks. I can't bring them back up. I guess I can just put this on Moko for Scorch or something. I don't really know. Moko! Alright, well, that's a shame. That was pretty silly. But, well, she couldn't help it. Alright? She couldn't help it. It's fine. Grudge Mirror is now gone. I am now going to kill you. I hope. I hope I'm going to kill you anyway. Alright. I actually scorched her. I'm going to kill her! Alright. Okay. Well, that's what the EXP was all for in the end. That's not gonna do 77,000, but it will do 700. That'll kill though. She stopped losing. Yeah, she stopped losing HP. Reflects all attacks. Okay, my guy's on the ground dead, and I can't get her up, so I can't dispel that. And I don't have Ignore's Reflect like Reimu does. Ignore shields and defense. There's no Ignore Reflect here. No. No, there isn't. I have to wait for Moko's last word to proc up and revive the Idiot 1 and Idiot 2 on the ground there. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Oh! I kind of forgot about that bit. Alright, well. Problem has occurred. I need to get cursed. I need to get cursed. Or para her. Oh, right. That's a permanent cure as well. Lidl just died. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's Pain Bond. Alright, well, I think that's the end of the game. That dispels. A little late to notice that, huh? Well, it gets reflected, so I can't dispel. Alright. We won't stand a chance unless we can deal with her reflex. Oh, I can! I can very easily deal with her reflex. I just, healed Satori. You have raised dead? You need raised dead. You don't need this anymore. Your job is to raise the dead. Alright, your job is also to raise the dead. You're not Starlight Barriering. You are using Vortex. Actually, you just have Raw Dispel. Like, you have that. I bought tooth and fucking nail for that. Give me that. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go beat her ass this time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mechanical camo barrier. Alright, well at least I don't have to worry about much else here. Can punch hyper weapon. I should put Sanai in. No Scorch? Okay. Oh. You can... Okay, that's fine. What did you dispel on me? Why do I have defense up? Right, Hell's Protector. Okay, that's fine. That honestly does not matter in the slightest. I don't even care. I'm not even slightly annoyed by that. Oh, not me. It's gonna be me. Alright. It's alright. I need Infliction anyway. Infliction's for losers. Just put Moko's attack up. Stab her. Now that I think about it, I probably should have brought Sanai simply so I could have res up so I don't get instantly killed by nerve destruction. Not nerve destruction, the other one. Ow! Crunchy. But also Pain Bond exists. Alright, I have access to Dispel. That dispels everybody. I just remembered, that dispels everybody. I have access to Dispel in my pocket. That's a variety, not a permanent. Okay. It's all well and good. It's all well and good. Alright. We're gonna Hyper Infliction. I can get Brittle on her. I know I can. I did 0. I actually dispelled her though. Destruction Beam. Bro, she really like lumbered on over here, huh? Okay, I have one more of those, but I'm waiting for a very... Next turn. Next turn. Your motherfucking life ends 1 turn from now. Alright. Defense is back up. You're not gonna like this. Meltdown. Oh boy. Oh, that's a big number. Electrocute and Brittle. Okay. Rogan Amulet. That didn't dispel Moko? Okay. Alright. Hyper combo KO. Hyper combo KO. Watching her sleep is good. Alright, well, now she's gonna do something funny now. So I guess I should probably just do this. So I don't accidentally punch that and die. Alright, very good. New plan. Dispel. Yup. This'll work. Blast. Okay. Oh, she reflected the dispel. Ah, you funny. You funny. Ah, yes, you funny. Okay. Alright. No problem. Not a problem. Ain't no big deal. You can't reflect it if it hits everyone, you jackass. Got her. And then she— whoa! But I endured. Wait, what? Why'd I die? But why'd I die? It said I endured it. What? Why did it go through the endure? No endure. No endure. No first. No first to the endure. Okay. So I just have to live it. What if I just put a shield up? You ever think of that? Hmm? Alright, well, endure is then pointless. I gotta get this up. Okay. Doesn't matter what type of damage it is. It's like Pain Bond. It does the same amount of damage. It does damage based on how much I've done to her, which is why it did a very large number. I'm not— no, you can't sit here for 99 turns. There's no— However, Camo can probably block it. What if I attack it on the same turn I vortex it? But then again, I can't guarantee that Satori goes first. That's the problem. This goes through it, but the problem is it does 0 damage. So I think I need to do this one where it doesn't do 0 damage. But what do I know? Clearly nothing. Wow, you can tell how many hits you got by how fucking loud it is. Alright, very good. Very good indeed. Simply the greatest situation I've ever found myself in. Right here. This very moment in time. Anyway. I'll play you a song. It's called Wonderwall. You might have heard of it. What's that? Doll substitute. That's different. Reflects magic attacks, nullify physical attacks. Well, that's just— it's pointless, dog. That's absolutely pointless. I'm angry at you now for this, actually. How dare you waste my time? Dispel. Do that. Infliction yourself. Okay. Pretty sure Lidl is about to do 0 damage. Right. 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 It reflects magic. Right. Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Not a problem. This is why we raise the dead. Good job. Good job, team. Okay. And now we can start the whole fight over, because that's what everybody wanted from the beginning. Right? Yeah, definitely me. Anyway, Lidl is now paralyzed. I'll have to break her out of her little accident. Oh, that's not good. Boy. Can you scorch her again, please? Just so I can have a turn alone to myself. Raisin does have built-in Dispel Good, yes, but it's chance-based, it's not guaranteed. You cannot rely on things like that in this video game. That is a good way to die. Yes. I am going to win. All I have to do is hope that I don't get killed by the big attack, by like nullifying it with a barrier or something like that. Oh, there goes my nerves. 100 bajillion amps. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. That's no problem. I have actually seen worse. I have been in worse situations. You know what? Let's just goddess energy. Alright, get that big bad bitch energy in there. Okay. Okay. Man, the first time around it went really well. The second time around, she is not being very nice. Okay, let's energy. The barrier's up. We'll do that. Infliction's up. Make her brittle. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, now next turn, she is guaranteed gonna put the thingy up. Yep. Grudge mirror, okay. And now I have to figure out how to survive this. And the best thing I can think of to survive this is to do this. And hope it doesn't attack Moko. And camouflage activates. And some other third thing. Alright. I kind of wish I had Alice here to take the hit. Satori has to apply the vortex like the following turn. I guess I'll put Moko's magic defense up. Keep her alive as long as possible. Wait, that's not the big barrier. That's not the big bear. What? I still have to do this. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't think she'd go first. It's okay. Alright. This is where it matters the most. Alright, she's in range. Okay. It did not use... Okay, I think it used one of the barriers. She's gonna put it up now. But Satori survived. Satori has to dispel, which will take the barrier with it, unless Moko dodges it. Did not think of that. Did not think of that for even a second. That's fine. I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure it'll work. It missed her. What? Reflect all attacks. Did I get the wrong barrier again? Or did she just put it back up? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just do it again then. How's that sound? That's bad. Alright. So, pretty sure some spell cards go through Reflect. That's true! So true, bestie. So true. Who the fuck are they? You, isn't it? It's you again. I bet it's you. With your 5 damage spell cards that go through. Yep. Ignores Reflect. What do you mean Moko has one? No, she doesn't. Just ignores shields. None of these go through Reflect. Oh. Alright, I guess I don't need you in here. Ladle doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Ignores magic defense, ignores magic block. So that one ignores magic block. That one also ignores magic block. So the laser ones, Milky Way, cooldown 3. Yeah. Okay. And this ignores magic block. But I'm assuming total block accounts as magic block, so it goes through it. That's what I'm assuming. I don't really know for sure, though. I have lasers maxed out. Alright, I guess it's up to Team Genius over here to pull us through the day. Meanwhile, Satori will be there to dispel the regular ones so we can actually play the game and keep the team alive. However... Alright. I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. Last attempt, because it's like 10:30. I'm hungry. I want to make something to eat. And I have to go to bed soon. No Endure. Well, now I want Endure, because I don't plan on removing the Reflect on the final bit. Here's what I do plan on doing, though. Punching you so fucking hard you cry. Alright? I'm gonna hurt your feelings now. Marissa, why don't you just do this? Just do that. You know what, Ramo? Do that too. No, that's not magic. That's punchy. No, no, no. Ah, fuck it. That doesn't ignore block. Ah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Zap dead. Bad fortune. This is indeed a problem. I don't know how long it's 2 turns. Okay, I can wait. I can wait, and Reimu can start throwing shit. That did so little damage. I'm actually upset. I'm just upset. What is even the point of this? With damage like that, Reimu? Right, I did it again. Well, I guess it's the Reimu show for the next 5 hours. Okay, no problem. I can get behind a good Reimu game. Yeah, surely. Let's just hit him with the magic block laser and the spirit amulet. I don't like this one. What a time. What a time, what a time, what a time. You remember when Moko punched for 10k damage? I remember oh so well. Oh so well indeed. Oh goody! Oh shit, forgot she could do that. That was actually pretty good damage. Alright, whatever gets the job done, I don't really care. Akio has refresh. She can get that off Moko. Yeah, one more turn to this. Ugh. Okay, it's gone. Which means now it's Moko's turn to do this. And it's your turn to do this. And it's your turn to do this. And this. And this. Okay. I don't think the last word goes through magic block. Well, this isn't an issue. That's the one that nullifies magic attacks. Oh, well, regular dispel works for that at least. That should go first, right? Oh, Mercy needs a turn anyway. This ignores magic defense. This ignores magic defense. This ignores magic defense. They don't go through magic block like the amulets do. Oh, it's an augmentation. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess I learned something very important today, didn't I? Let's that's okay. Because we learned, and we are better for it. Yes. Yeah, very much so. Ah, well.
Oh. Do your dumbass attack, would you? Damn it. Alright. Please do your attack. It would be so beautiful. Please do your barrier. God damn it. I thought she would do it. I thought she would do it first. Well. Now we're in the fun zone. Aqua doesn't have any bombs. I lost all of my resources for that. Alright, cool. Guess I'll just die. Suddenly weak to that. No endure! What? Why did she just do that? What is this fucking boss, man? What do you mean deal with her reflex? Her reflex had nothing to do with that, Moko. She just fucking triple tapped you with ridiculous damage. Cool game. Fucking love this game sometimes, man. I really do. Where's the portal? Did I activate it? Yeah, I did. I'm done for now. I'm not doing another attempt on that. This boss is fucking idiotic. That's what it is. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. It's not very fun. You just kind of, he just puts up a reflect and you're told deal with it. And then you deal with it. And she's like, okay, here's all the damage you did to me at the end of the fight. But like, when you try to prepare for it, she does it at the end of the turn. So you lose all your resources. But then you get, I got triple pain bonded. She hit me, everybody with the max damage. And then she pain bonded into a pain bond and did 50k damage to everyone who was standing. And I'm not allowed to do anything about that. So I don't know why she randomly became weak to Mystic like that, but whatever, dude. Whatever. I'll beat it next time, surely, but I don't have enough time to keep fighting that right now, and quite frankly, it's fucking obnoxious, so I don't want to do it anymore tonight anyway.